Hey guys, welcome back to another Planet Mithril Paints video. Today we're tackling a model from what's probably my favourite faction in Middle-earth, the Stalwart Warriors of Minas Tirith. We have a very unique method by which we paint our Gondorians, which we're going to share with you here today. So please sit back and enjoy. Start off by base coating the face with Bowman's Glow. Don't worry about being too neat here, we're doing the face first to avoid any potential damage to the helmet once that's painted. Apply a layer with pure Cladian flesh tone. As the face is mostly obscured by the helmet, we can get away with the more simplified flesh methods and skip some of the mid layers and still achieve a really good look overall. Finally, apply a highlight with a mix of Cadian flesh tone and pallid witch flesh, just to accentuate the skin, cheekbones and around the warrior's eyes. Once this is done, you can carefully fill in the warrior's eyes with ABADDON black and pallid witch flesh. Again, this step isn't crucial as the shadow from the helmet will mean not doing this won't make any discernible difference. Paint all the armour, sword and edges of the shield with Leadbelcher. Try and keep an even covering overall and avoid the paint coming too clumpy, as is sometimes what happens with metallic paints. If you need to take a second clean your brush out to avoid any build-up of lumpy dry paint, please make sure you do this. Most of the model is silver, so it's important it looks right. We're going to be applying two washes once this is dry, one to tone down the vibrancy of the silver, and the second to provide a degree of age and wear to the grizzled men of the White City. They've been fighting for ages after all, their armour ain't going to be pristine. Once the washes are dry, carefully edge highlight all the armour plating, the insignia on the chest, the blade edges and the ridges across the helmet with a mix of Leadbelcher and pallid witch flesh. This is our preferred method of painting Gondorians, as we found brighter silvers like Runefang and even Ironbreaker came out way too bright and shiny. The pallid witch flesh just helps to highlight the metals and give a more muted, battle-worn look, and we think provides a brilliant effect overall and looks fantastic en masse. Paint the straps across the warrior and his hair coming out the back of his helmet with DRAB bark. Make sure you get the shield straps as well as the calf strap holding up his greaves. Edge highlight all these carefully with GORTHOR brown. We want a nice muted cloth material which will complement the look of the silver. To achieve this, we painted all the cloth areas as well as the gloves, arm guards and boots with a mix of STORMVERMIN fur and ABADDON black. We've left the scabbard and shield as pure black just to provide some contrast to the model. We then went over again and carefully highlighted all these areas with STORMVERMIN fur. We made careful effort to pick out pronounced areas in the model by picking out the knuckle joints as well as fine highlighting the scabbard and the shield outer. I've been painting my personal Gondorians with non-metallic gold detailing, so it seems foolish to have just one guy standing out. To accomplish a quick and dirty non-metallic sword hilt, start by painting it with Steel Legion DRAB. Apply a highlight across the larger areas of the hilt with the Steel Legion DRAB Pallid Witch Flesh mix. You can also apply a targeted wash to the recesses here with Agrax Earthshade just to push the contrast a bit more if you feel it needs it. Apply another fine edge highlight by adding more Pallid Witch Flesh to the mix. Finally, apply a pinpoint dot highlight of pure padded witch flesh to the very corners and outer edges of metal, just to accentuate where the light will be hitting. Carefully pick out the white tree on the shield with Rakarth flesh. Take your time, as although any mistakes can be touched up again with ABADDON black, we want the shield to remain as smooth and blemish free as possible. You may have to apply a few thinner coats to achieve a smooth tree finish. Next, go over the tree again, but this time with padded witch flesh to give the tree its final symbolic appearance. We will be uploading a separate tutorial which describes in detail the processes by which we create our cobblestone basing, so be sure to keep an eye out for that coming very soon.